So today we are going to discuss regarding the midbrain. Midbrain, it is the narrowest part of the brain stem which connects the forebrain with the hindbrain. And midbrain, it is also called as mesencephalon. So midbrain, we can study it in two ways. That is, first its external features, then we can go to the internal features of the midbrain. When we discuss regarding the external features, in midbrain mainly there are two surfaces again, that is the anterior surface and the posterior surface. So in the anterior surface of the midbrain there are two cruras. In the anterior surface of the midbrain there are two cruras, and in between the two cruras there is one fossa here, and that fossa is called as interpeduncular fossa. Two cruras, and in between the two cruras there is a triangular depression or a fossa, and that fossa is called interpeduncular fossa, through which the third cranial nerve, oculomotor nerve, emerges out. So this is the complete anterior surface of the midbrain. And when we go to the posterior surface of the midbrain, there are four swellings present over the posterior surface of the midbrain. Two at the superior side and two at the inferior part of the midbrain, and these two superior swellings are called as superior colliculus. These superior colliculus are attached with the lateral geniculate body through a brachium called as superior brachium, and this forms a visual pathway and helps in visual reflexes. And these two are the inferior colliculus, and these two inferior colliculus are attached with the medial geniculate body. These two inferior colliculus through an inferior brachium, and this helps in the formation of auditory reflexes. So superior colliculus regulates the visual reflexes, whereas inferior colliculus regulates the auditory reflex. So this is the complete posterior surface of the midbrain. So like this, the midbrain is like having two surfaces, anterior surface and posterior surface. Now coming to the internal features related to the midbrain. In internal features, we can divide the midbrain into mainly two parts. That is, we can see here this is called as cerebral aqueduct, through which the CSF runs, and we should draw an imaginary line at this level, at the level of the cerebral aqueduct, and then the part which is present anterior to this transverse line is to be considered as cerebral peduncle, and the part which is present just behind the transverse line is to be considered as tectum. So in this way, this complete whole midbrain is divided into two parts, that is cerebral peduncle and the tectum part. Again, this cerebral peduncle from anterior to posterior side, again it is having three structures. That is, this part is to be considered as crus cerebri, and this portion is called as substantia nigra, and behind that is the tegmentum. So like this, it is divided into three parts in the cerebral peduncle. And tectum part at the posterior side, it has four swellings, that is superior colliculus and the inferior colliculus, which are attached to the lateral and the medial geniculate body respectively. So coming to the crus cerebri, in this crus cerebri only the descending tracts runs. Just divide it into six parts. Okay, so the first medial part of the crus cerebri, through this the frontopontine fibers descends. Through this first part, frontopontine fibers descends, and the center part, that is second, third, fourth and fifth part, through this part mainly the corticospinal tracts and the corticonuclear tracts descends, and through the sixth part the temporopontine fibers descends. So mainly this part is to be considered as a motor part, as the descending tracts are descending through this crus cerebri. And just behind this there is a substantia nigra. This is a deeply stained structure which is divided into like two parts, that is posteriorly or dorsally pars compacta and ventrally pars reticulata. So like this, it is divided into two parts, and this gives attachment, or it is connected to the corpus striatum, substantia nigra. And next, coming to the tegmentum part and the tectum part. In this whole thing, the ascending tracts, the descending tracts, and the cranial nerve nucleuses are located here. So ascending tracts ascends, descending tract descends through this part, and few cranial nerves are situated in the posterior most part of the tegmentum and the tectum. So this is the external features or the internal features related with the midbrain.